So I guess we're Polly and I we live in South Westland, which is on the west coast of the South Island of New Zealand, and we're going to be building a tiny house to live in somewhere. We decided to go with a fully road legal tiny house on wheels. In New Zealand we're allowed to go 4.3 high, and you're allowed to have a 2.4 metre trailer, but on top of that trailer you're allowed to carry a 3.1 metre load. So we're going to be building around 3 metres wide by 7.8 metres long and about 4.2 metres high to stay within those restrictions. There's a local engineering company called, well, local, they're based in the North Island where we picked up our trailer. They came up with this ingenious design of having a subfloor that is actually removable from the trailer, so we can leave our tiny house once it's completed. We can jack it off the main trailer, and we've got some large trailer jacks that we put in each corner. We can raise our tiny house off and drive our trailer out, and that means we can take it away for servicing or to get, in New Zealand we have warrant of fitness every year once it's 3 years old. So our main trailer chassis is actually fully hot tip galved, and our subfloor is just pre-galv and then repainted on the sections that were welded or changed once it's pre-galved. It's not going to be exposed to the weather, it'll be underneath our cladding, but the main chassis of the trailer is going to be. We've chosen not to put any damp proof underneath the trailer because we'll damp proof on the ground where we end up parking it, so we'll look at putting some polythene down on the ground to stop damp rising up towards the floor of the tiny house.
Yep. Another good thing about this trailer, all that you just said, Andre, but we can use it for anything we need to.
We've got an enormous trailer, nearly 9 metres long, that we can utilise for other things while the tiny house is sitting there. We could even potentially build another tiny house if we felt the need and have the ability to move it.
That's a long way down the track if that is happening.
We'll do this one first. In the background on our tandem trailer there is our plywood floor, and also we've customised our own framing, but we got a steel manufacturing company to create it. We'll make some videos as we put up our frame once we've done our flooring. That's come pretty much flat pack with a bunch of numbers on it, so hopefully there's
hopefully the numbers haven't rubbed off in the rain lately, but we'll see.
They're meant to be stamped on there, so if we have to we can always find the main ones.
Lots of good diagrams if need be.
Yeah, lots of panels to put up. That'll be for future fun days. We'll stick to the floor today
once we get this done.
Yeah, so those dimensions for those in the North America, that's are going to be 9.2 feet wide, 25.5 feet long, and around 14 feet high. Our restrictions are also 3.5 tons, which is around 7,200 pounds load. You're not allowed to go any higher than that in New Zealand, and that's going to be one of our struggles because we're going to be 2-storey or semi 2-storey with mezzanines. But some of the choices around insulation and the steel framing is, depending on who you talk to, it's between 60 and 80% lighter than wood. It doesn't have thermal bridging issues with like the mixing of cladding and wood and other issues, so we're going entirely steel frame with a steel cladding. It makes it pretty much for our conditions. It's perfectly adequate in terms of heat retention for the tiny house. We're going double glazing, and we've got insulation. In New Zealand we don't especially get cold, we don't have severe winter conditions, we don't have any snow on the ground. Locally where we live currently, sort of 10 degrees is a low and sort of 25 is a high, so we're quite temperate. I guess as any other person that builds a tiny home knows, our condensation issues are going to be hard to deal with than anything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we chose this trailer, and we'll see how we go.
Yeah.